Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy G in Invasion.
It's your boy Shankster.
And we got a few good ones for y'all today. This is November 1st, so, everybody's starting to get their turkey on, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Hopefully all y'all that enjoyed Cosplay Day, also known as Halloween, was able to dress up. I was able to dress up a little bit. I dressed up as Black Superman. That's a nickname I got at the gym. Dressed up in my Superman shirt at work. And sure enough, they supered the hell out of my muscles because I was sore afterwards.
Yeah.
What about you? You dressed up at all? Did anything?
Nah. You know what? I got a Squid Game costume at home. I need to wear it at some point.
You know what? The soundtrack, that little but
yeah.
I can't remember it offhand, so I don't want to embarrass myself. But
that's it.
We do got a few good subjects to talk about today, guys. So the first one, we're gonna actually watch the video on it, which is Chun-Li City of the Wolves has came out. Of course, all your favorite FGC heads have already did reactions to it, and a few people have actually got a chance to play it. But we're gonna give y'all our raw reaction to it because I was able to listen, but I wasn't able to watch it. So we're gonna go ahead and take a gander at this, guys, and see what's going on.
Aw, what's wrong? Did I scare you? Hardly. Now make like a ninja and disappear. Are you ready to find out who the true Queen of Fighters is? Sure. Try not to cry when they give me the crown.
And we got the classic boob touch. you missed the pause.
Wait. We'll do this for the goners.
There you
Just
go.
for y'all.
There you
go. Okay, guys.
Take a screenshot.
Okay, guys. So, the first thing that I need to ask. Shankster has been a known, at least for Street Fighter 6, he missed 5, and I think he played it in 4. How are you feeling about Chun-Li being
In the game?
in Fatal Fury?
I mean, I'm happy for it. The only problem is I feel like she's underpowered right now. So I was watching Just Want to try like fool around in the lab with her.
Okay.
And she definitely looks underpowered. She honestly looks similar to Mai. Like Mai has very good neutral, kind of like good pokes and stuff.
Okay.
But her mobility's kind of struggle because she has a regular dash. Chun-Li also has a regular dash. She's like a Street Fighter 6 character in Fatal Fury, but no, everyone in Fatal Fury is they're running and they're short hopping and doing crazy shit.
So she don't have a short hop?
I don't think they have a short hop.
Because, well, you know what? The only thing they kept showing was special moves, and I know off of her like little air DP, she could do other EX stuff, but I don't know if she gets.
She got combos, but they do no damage. I'm sorry, unfortunately.
Well, you could tell it's from Street Fighter 6 because every move that I've seen is respective of Street Fighter 6. The only thing I know from her, and shout outs to Rufamonger from it, is she has the most command normals out of anybody in this entire
they
game.
did her justice with the normals. Like you could see that they gave her almost every normal. She got normals from Street Fighter 5, from Third Strike. She got like all the normals.
Holy crap! But I did hear that they changed her hitbox a little bit because her main move, which I think in Street Fighter 6, that punch.
Yeah,
I think it's forward heavy punch in this one.
Yep.
It doesn't have the same length, from what I understand. It looks long.
Yeah. But
when you do get the hit from it, it does counter. But
you can tell they're afraid to make her too powerful, so they honestly she looks kind of weak.
All right, so
unfortunately.
All right, so let's see what's going on.
Because I mean, the game got like broken ass characters like Kane and Billy.
Okay. Clean combo.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, okay. In classic Street Fighter fashion, they gave it to where she could burn a lot of meter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only one hit versus two.
You can do 2 hits.
Some real kung fu.
He shortened it so he could do the tension kick
I'm ready
after.
whenever you're ready. Just say the word and we can hit the bricks.
Her classic outfit looks nice. The classic outfit is nice. Got the Marvel 1 move.
Fatal Fury.
I want to let it rock, but I'm curious about something. We're gonna give this a light too.
I definitely like her classic outfit better than the new one.
Okay. You know what's the funny thing is because people have been saying it, they kept her thick.
Yeah, they made her super thick.
I gotta see something here.
With the panty shot?
No, nah, I ain't that much of a gooder. That looks horrible. That looks like some old school Fatal Fury stuff or KOF. But what was the point of this? Didn't she already launch her?
Yeah.
Did this pop her up again?
I think she puts them in the bubble and then she kicks through the bubble. I think the classic outfit's clean though. I gotta say.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Okay.
She's gonna suck though. Unfortunately.
She sucks.
She's not gonna. She can't compare it to fucking Kane, Billy, and fucking
Now here's the question.
Tomato.
Is she actually out already, or is
she's
this
out?
just she's out?
Yeah.
Okay, so because I haven't played the game in a while, I'm sure I got an update for it. So they're just automatically saying that she sucks without, I know Justin Wong is a skilled player, but it's with the people that are playing it, have people found the full potential? Really?
The problem, it's a pattern. Like Kane and like the current top tiers are so broken. Like every time they release a new character, it's like you can immediately tell that they're not on level with the new characters.
Okay, so you have to put it on par with the top ones to actually scale and see where it is. Yeah. How bad the bus ass is. It's not. Like the scale of how bad the bus ass is.
If I had to give them a ranking, like so Kane and Billy were like S tier.
Yeah.
Chun-Li's like
B.
Yeah.
Ooh, so who else would be considered in B at the moment?
Joe Higashi or whatever?
No, not my boy.
He might be even lower. Diaphone did a challenge where he tried to win a set with them. That's how bad he is.
A set, not a tournament this time.
No, just a set. He's that bad. It's a pattern. They release these new characters and they're just weak. Ken isn't that strong. Ken might be like a low A. And that's being generous.
That's crazy. And well, you know what? They always make collab characters stronger regardless of what game.
They gotta give them some love. Okay.
Well, I mean, based off the trailer shows mad love, but based off of practicality, it sounds like it's just horrible.
She got all the normals and the moves, but just like it doesn't translate.
Ah man. Okay. So let's go on to our next one, which is something that I was surprised that a lot of people wasn't talking about, you know what I'm saying, which is Avatar Legends. We just gonna go straight into it. Now, right off the bat, these are some clean sprites.
They're clean, but I feel like they could be a little more detailed.
Well, pre-alpha footage. Now, granted, that's past. It goes alpha, beta, and then pretty much into full-blown
early access.
Yeah, so there's going to be, I think, some cleanup and some polish. Now, let me make sure because we don't want to skim on any of the quality. It says 720. Let's put this to 1080.
You can't tell the difference.
I mean, yeah, pixels matter, I guess, we're just going to let them go back into the Sony and let's see what's happening. Now, I have seen parts of this in different social medias, but movement is really
the movement looks great.
In this game.
I think the gameplay is going to be solid.
Yeah.
And looks kind of sick.
Yeah.
You gotta double over and stuff.
You know what? Because I don't really want to talk over it too much, but they showed 3 characters thus far. Aang, Korra, and Zuko. All of them have ridiculous movement. Korra has the whole counter thing where she was literally backdashing, looked like they got involved frames. Aang is literally full wind, even though he's the Avatar and can use other stuff, other moves.
I mean, it's his first element.
He has his like wind. Yeah. He's like using his wind to keep doing jump cancels and everything else. And Zuko's over here like, I'm gonna just stay in the air and cheese. Like Zuko seems like a Justin Wong character immediately. Dive kick, let me just, especially if they make it to where either with normals or special moves can build meter.
Yeah.
I see Justin Wong cheesing all day. The new Storm from Marvel 2. Wait a minute. Did I just see a grab like counter?
Yeah, the tech throw. It looked like a tech throw. Yeah. The background looks nice.
Looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that the float stuff. That float stuff looks pretty nasty.
Yep. Now, I will say this: the one thing, and again, pre-alpha footage. You gotta put some hit effects in. Like right now, I'm not seeing or feeling any impact when I see hits. It's just like, just let me do it. Just let me do it.
Yeah.
Like
it's like hitting people with pillows.
This is probably one of the first, if not the first, American Kasuge that I'm seeing that's clean, because I'm thinking about other American fighting games that...
Well, this is made by Them Fighting Herds, which would be another American Kasuge.
True. So, you know what? I will eat those words when I actually say that, because Them Fighting Herds is actually...
You played gangsta. It? Have you played Them Fighting Herds?
Of course.
I've never played it.
Oh, that game's gangster. Like, in a weird way, they got characters from Marvel in it.
Okay.
In a weird way. Or from some type of other anime that you might have seen. Like, they have a character that's like Magneto in the game. It's crazy.
That's sick. That gives me good hope for this game. Like, gameplay-wise, I'm pretty sure...
So, I will say this, and it's not a... It's actually mad respect to the people of Them Fighting Herds. Playing Them Fighting Herds feels like I was playing Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, which is my favorite fighting game. Like, with all the other games that have came out, it just sucks that it was on the Wii. Like the feel of the game is just so good. Them Fighting Herds is just so good. And then I'm looking at this and it's just like, once they make the clashes and the hit sparks when you are hitting the buttons or inputting moves in and how it feels. Now that comes to another point though. Them Fighting Herds was like Marvel 3. Like you put in, command inputs. I'm hoping, while I do love Battle for the Grid, I hope they do not do easy inputs. I do not want a special move button, but
we'll see.
Because the one thing I'm worried about is they're making too many games where it's just like it's going away from the traditional norm, and that's the part I don't like. Hunter x Hunter, as good or bad as the game may be, depending on your preference, the game still has command normal, special inputs, which is a great thing.
Did it? I'm pretty sure Hunter they had the one button special.
Was it?
Yeah, that's why I had like 8 buttons. Remember?
I didn't remember.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter like the worst button scheme ever.
Ah, crap. Never mind.
That's why
I couldn't remember because I was gonna buy the game and then I just gave up when I heard about the price tag, and I heard everything from Diaphone and everybody like, oh, the game is gonna cook. It'll cook if it was at like $30. It ain't cooking at $70. So I kept it to the beta and left it alone. But I'm just hoping that they actually keep it. Them Fighting Herds was special moves. You actually had to input it in. I hope they keep it that way. But we'll see, because it really just depends on developers. Nintendo is not known for fighting games. I think their last ones was Arena Fighters and stuff like that, or platformers.
Is this coming out on Switch?
I would imagine this is coming out on everything. I did see a picture that it is coming out on Switch.
Okay.
So, but let's finish this. Because with the way the movement is,
you got movement.
Yeah, I would Marvel 2, Marvel 3.
A little cinematic.
Like, okay, so here's a cool thing, right? Here's a cool thing. like we're going to back this up a few seconds. For the Super, you actually can feel some of the impact is just not prominent like it should be in like a finished product like an anime fighter or something like that. So you see it every time when like right there when you see the hit, you see it and it's kind of like and you see the slight screen shake and everything else. So you could tell like they're adding it, but it's kind of like don't forget to add that in.
It needs more oomph.
Yes, 100%. Whether moves have to do screen shake or something like that. Now, here's a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster right there. So, they're showing you 4 playable characters at the moment. I have yet to input for the alpha.
Yeah.
I need to. But as you can tell, wishlist on Steam. So at the moment, it is going to be on Steam. But again, I've seen pictures showing that it's going to be on the Nintendo Switch. So it doesn't make no sense in this day and age why it wouldn't be on all platforms.
Yeah.
Unless Nintendo is doing a Sony pull and it's like, hey, PC and Nintendo Switch.
It depends.
Early on.
It's mostly dependent on the developers, like how much, because it does take work to put them on different platforms.
I mean, true. But I would imagine if you're building the game in totality, the only thing you got to worry about is button config, and it should be as easy as it being a source at this point. Kind of like what I have to do with OBS to just
port it over.
We know that Nintendo has this controller scheme based off of a Pro controller or whatever docking or whatever else the button inputs is like that. You just put it in and it's saved and locked as that. But I could be wrong.
There's a little more to it, but yeah.
But I mean, okay, I understand there might be a little bit more to it, but like, I'm gonna go back to
because we look at Silksong. Silksong only came out on Steam and Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but wait. But here's the thing, though. Steam has the ability to where as soon as you put in a peripheral from whatever said developer, it automatically recognizes it.
You still have to like go through like the dev kits and stuff to get it to work on the actual PlayStation console.
No, I know, but I'm just theory crafting at the moment. Like, okay, if you make a full fighting game and you want it to be for
cross-platform.
Yeah, cross-platform. You already know with Steam, it's more so you don't really have to worry about a controller scheme for it. You would just put all of them in. But if you was doing it for a dedicated one, let's just say they have early access for like 6 months or something like that, because Sony does that for like a year, 2 years, stuff like that. Okay. Making the game, input source of controller, configuration, PS4, PS5, and of course you would just put PC because typically things are created on PC but they're configured for consoles first and then it's saved. It's kind of like it's already built in within that, but because of how most developers have to use it for any other game, that would be something that would just be like it's just a source code that you put in versus having to constantly rewrite it. I don't think you're constantly rewriting something when it comes down to that. But I have yet to speak to a developer, so that's me theory crafting.
Yeah, it takes time to port them over to other
of course.
consoles.
I think the thing that takes the longest time is because they've already explained it. If you have something based off of delay-based netcode, shame on you, of course, and you gotta make the game for online versus just like offline, because it's kind of like you're creating the character almost all over. So with that code in mind for like rollback, but that's what that is. So the next things we got to talk about, right, is Cosmic Invasion. So let me actually bring this up real quick. Cosmic Invasion. So I don't know if you've played the demo of the game or anything like that. So this game, it is a beat 'em up, and
I don't know. After playing Absalom, I'm not sure it's gonna be hard to beat Absalom.
yeah, we just finished playing Absalom. It's not as combo heavy.
Yeah.
But what they do have is they do have combos. They got the characters got a special move if I'm correct, but you have an assist,
That's kind of cool.
which excuse me guys, which allows you to like kind of like tag in or tag out. Like there's like a meter or whatever else.
Yeah.
I remember watching IFC Yikes play it, and I thought this was crazy. Now, I did hear something, and I believe it came from Maximilian Dude. Guys, don't quote me on this, but Maximilian Dude and a few other people, if that's the person that said it, was saying something along the lines of, with the way Marvel Tokon is going,
Yeah.
Cosmic Invasion and Tokon are kind of going to be on like the same wavelength as far as like characters. So it's a possibility the characters that are in this is going to be in Tokon.
I feel like they're completely separate games. Though. Like they're not separate developers.
True, but you don't think that the developers would kind of collab to try to get the same characters in, because did Arc System Works say that they're going to be going from the traditional norm and they're going to be characters in it that you've never seen that have been in other games?
I just feel like they're too separate. Like I feel like there's like not much hype around Cosmic Invasion.
There was. I mean, when the demo came out, but the gamers came out.
I didn't even know this came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but just to speak on the game, right? So, we got Quasar, we got a version of Nova, which I think is a female, classic Wolverine, like original,
Yep.
with that black and yellow, brown and yellow outfit, Spider-Man, Captain America, Venom, and Storm. Now, this is and I believe that's Annihilus in the middle as the boss. Now, here's the funny thing, though, right? We have Captain America, Storm, and Spider-Man already in Marvel Tokon. I'm hopeful. I would love to see Quasar in the game. Nova. I'm not too sure. I know people love Nova. Wolverine is the only X-Men representative. Well, and Storm, but Storm's already in the game, so Wolverine is the only other X-Men representative in this.
He'll make it probably.
Of course.
It's Wolverine.
But as far as the cast is for this game, it's a beat 'em up.
It's a solid cast.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see, like, it doesn't play like Streets of Rage. It doesn't play like Absalom. The characters are a little. I don't want to say they're fat sprites. Have you actually seen the trailer?
I've seen the gameplay. I've seen people play it.
Yeah, like if you remember the old school Avengers game that came out back in the arcade, dating ourselves, that's actually what it feels like, just an updated version of that. Or Shredder's Revenge, like it is close to like a TMNT.
I don't know. After playing Absalom, like I feel like we need I need a little Souls element with the dodge and give me my dodge and deflect.
Okay, so you know what? Because me and you are on different spectrums when it comes down to these beat 'em ups anyway. So you want more mechanics.
Yeah.
I want more combo. The game has combos, but I want more combo.
Yeah.
Now, I believe that Streets of Rage 4 probably is the game that has the most ridiculous combos in the game, because I think you can get to the point to where you can infinite the boss. Like, you can almost TOD it. When we were playing, and even watching a video on it, I don't think you could do that in Absalom. You could do some cheese stuff.
Well, Absalom, they have like a posture bar, so you have to break their posture. For the bosses, you have to break their postures.
And then once you do that, you can pretty much
You
TOD.
juggle. Almost.
Almost.
Yeah,
Okay.
they usually the bosses recover after a while, but I feel like being able to TOD a boss is kind of broken.
Streets of Rage
I
4
want
did?
to. I want the boss to fight back.
Well, question: did you know that Streets of Rage 4 technically has a versus mode?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So but back to this because I know we're kind of squirreling or deviating away from it, but when it comes down to Cosmic Invasion, as far as the roster as it feels now, there's some characters that aren't in this that's not shown. I know one of them is She-Hulk and the other one is Rocket Raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as roster-wise, in totality, how do you feel about like the diversification of the roster?
The roster looks pretty solid. I have no complaints about it. They got my girl Storm. You got female Nova. You got a couple waifus. Is that Quasar a dude?
Quasar. No, that's a female.
It's female. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So.
And of course, they got Wolverine, the fan favorite. So, Wolverine and Spider-Man, like they got all they got the fan favorites in there.
Okay. So,
All they need is Magneto.
in this game, I
Maybe
will
not,
say yes.
but,
No.
yeah.
In this game, I will say yes. I will say yes. Because I don't think you can actually. I really don't think Magneto's making it in Marvel Tokon. I really don't.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like people are going to request him so much that they have to put him in. They have to.
My problem is if you look at how the game treats dashes, Magneto is not going to be a Marvel 2 or a Marvel 3 of any kind.
He's not going to have 8-way dash, probably. It's going to be Guilty Gear or air dashing. But, like, Iron Man has a fly, and he has fly combos.
Every flight character has a fly.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is based off of you doing a special move. So everybody technically has Morgan's special flight cancel, but it's holding up, so it's not going down. So you're not the only person that has any form of down pressure that I noticed is Storm.
Yeah. Even then, it's like you have to use the wind to push her down.
Exactly.
Which is
No. She has that move where whatever move that she does that's almost like the DP, because her DP, she goes up, her EX goes up and then down, and I think it causes like a ground bounce.
You have to use the
like
wind.
that.
You have to use the wind to bring it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much, Storm is the only one with a real tri-jump.
Yeah.
But that's with the wind. You have to use the wind to tri-jump.
Which is really true.
Yeah. It's
Gotcha.
a Rachel tri-jump.
Okay. So the next one, the one that is a bummer because I liked watching them.
Yeah.
Kakeru has retired completely from competing in Street Fighter 6.
Understandable.
Due to health issues. He did say he was going to start streaming. So, of course, anybody that knows Kakeru or that's connected to him on Twitch already, that's already following him, because I am, just continue to show your support for him.
Yep.
Daigo, which, we know FGC pro players are actually close. We don't know how close. Daigo actually had mentioned that he knew something was going on with him medically and thought that he was actually only going away from the Street Fighter League. He didn't think it was going to be like cold turkey completely. So, and you could tell Kakeru is always going to be a competitor. So there's not too much to actually say. Much love to him. Hopefully you get healthier and you can come back. But if not, there is the streaming life.
If he recovers, if he manages to get over this, it's like a neurological thing.
Yeah.
If he gets over that, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back.
Yeah.
Because you can tell he's competitive still.
Yeah.
He's still in his prime.
So shout outs to you, Kakeru. Hopefully everything works out in the streaming world because we already know there's a few things going on with that also.
Yeah.
So the next thing,
Kakeru will be alright.
I don't even know if this is even relevant anymore.
What's up?
The end of console wars. So when it comes down to consoles, the only real relevant one is Sony.
Yeah.
The PS5 and
Xbox pretty much gave up.
Yeah.
So Xbox.
Well, I won't say they gave up. They shown where their route was going the whole time, which is cloud gaming.
Yeah.
And we've, not to have the tinfoil hat on or anything else like that, but we know that there's been talks and people have did videos and reactions on it on you owning nothing and loving it or liking it.
That's a Ubisoft statement, but yeah.
Yeah,
But everyone's trying to adapt it, yeah.
Yeah, so as a few people know, because Shankster knows, I mean, it's literally staring us in the face. I am a big proponent of buying something, having ownership of it, and being able to play it, because that's the whole point of money. If you purchase something for buy, then you have the right to do with what you want. If you're renting something or leasing something, then you do not own it. You're paying pretty much like a subscription for it, which is the route that Microsoft has taken. And that's the reason why there's so much backlash, because people don't mind if it's because if I'm correct, it was just like a game stays on the Xbox Game Pass for like somewhere between like 6 to 9 months. And if you choose to buy it, especially after playing it or whatever else, if you like it so much, you'll get it at a discounted rate. Mm-hmm. But you are paying a monthly subscription unless you go ahead and just full-blown pay out for whatever the year is. But that's when it was just one. Yeah. Now because there's 3-tier subscriptions, it's kind of like,
the problem
why would you buy something digitally after you pay the subscription? It's almost like, it kind of don't make no sense.
The problem, like, Microsoft fucked up because, like, they got people stuck in the ecosystem by, like, making them pay $15.
Yeah.
And when they raise the price, it's like, oh, fuck. Nah,
because it went from 15 to 18, and I don't even know what
it jumped to 30. So now when you cancel your subscription, you realize, oh, crap, I don't own any game. Like, all those games I've been playing on Game Pass, I don't own any of them.
I learned that realization quickly when I got rid of PlayStation Plus. And I was upset because it was kind of like, I'm paying it, but the thing about it is, it makes sense. I'm paying for a subscription. It's almost like being part of the exclusive club. I don't want to be a part of the exclusive club. If I bought the game, I want the game. So that's the reason why I just say, you know what, screw it. And that's why I fell in love with Steam. Now, here's the thing. With Steam, you digitally own something. Or license rights, whatever you want to call it. Because
your Steam library is not going anywhere. As long as Gabe Newell is the CEO of Steam.
Well, we've seen a few things. I gotta listen, watch, and read whatever's going on with that. But because I just seen something that had like a thumbnail title, could be clickbait, that said you're missing games. So I don't know what that might be about.
I have no idea.
But my biggest thing is, with Steam, whatever game you purchase, you have the digital license and rights to a copy of the game, and you get to play it, and whatever they do with the whole family share or whatever else.
Yeah.
If it gets to the point to where they're affecting Steam, then I'm going to have to put myself in debt to buy a large terabyte hard drive,
multi-terabyte,
to download every game that I have off of Steam, so that I can be like, you know what? If I can't play it online, screw y'all, offline, and just play it that way. But I hope it doesn't actually get to that.
That's the play for game preservation, for sure.
Unfortunately. And the thing about it is if you actually look at it, people with streaming subscriptions, they're trying to bleed people dry, especially with this whole adding ads to everything.
Yeah.
And now piracy has came back full blown because nobody wants to watch commercials.
Pretty much,
you're force feeding everybody ads in some way, shape, or form. And now you're trying to do this thing with subscriptions where, hey, add a subscription. You don't want subscriptions? Pay more money. But I paid $70.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much Microsoft threw the bait with the $15 a month Game Pass. Everyone took the bait because it's such a good deal.
But here's the thing: is it really bait when you put something out that's affordable and you actually are making money off it? Granted, I don't know how developers are making money, but unless there's like an in-game store,
they get a deal. So like when the developers create a game, I think they get paid some kind of flat fee from Microsoft to put on the Game Pass.
Okay.
What I heard from videos I watched, like someone higher up in Microsoft said like Microsoft Games needs to make a profit of 30%, or like they're just gonna get rid of them, type of thing.
Oh wow.
So they had
but
to.
But that's only if Microsoft owns them. Not just from like outside developers that's putting on their platform.
Yeah, just Microsoft Gaming in general needs to make a profit of 30%, which is actually crazy because like.
Yeah.
Nintendo, like on their good years, makes
most businesses
29% profit.
Standard businesses are happy if they can make like a 5 to 10% profit per year.
I think PlayStation was like 15% profit or something like that.
Yeah, which is more realistic.
Yeah.
But okay, but you know the whole console wars thing. So Sony is the only one that actually has a physical console, which I'm kind of happy about. I'm always going to be Team Sony to a certain degree, but not for the subscription stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because PlayStation has always had some of the best games, especially now that, let's be totally honest, Microsoft apparently conceded because now Halo, of all things, is going to be on it. A revamped version.
Yep.
But nonetheless, Halo is now on
Microsoft.
On
they realize that there's money to be made by just like throwing games on other platforms.
Of course. And, but the thing about it is, consumers have known that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, all the Final Fantasies that were pretty much exclusive to Sony, developers could have been making a boatload of money if it would have been on all the other platforms.
Yeah. So,
and it goes for any other subsequent game after that.
I feel like the next generation of games, they should just have like a Steam loader on there. That way you can just play Steam games or console exclusive games. Because at the end of the day, it's just like consoles are just shitty PCs.
You ain't wrong. You know what's the funny thing? I wouldn't be surprised because I think it's Origin PC was the one that made a PC that put all the boards of different consoles inside of it so that this way you can play whatever game on it. Like, if you have the disc, it's a PC, but you put it in, it'll play it.
It's emulator, pretty much.
It was a, well, that uses physical disc, but...
But actually, had the hardware, you're saying.
Yeah. But it was like 3 times the size of mine.
That's kind of cool.
Yes, but...
So you're technically not pirating.
Yeah. So, but I imagine there's somebody out there, some brilliant guy or girl that's innovating right now and is trying to find a way to just mesh all of them together. And the biggest hurdle I'm going to see is speaking to all of them. Like, hey, I made this console that can play your games and everything else. I know it's not going to fly with Sony, and I know it's not going to fly with Nintendo.
No.
But getting back on, I guess, topic, would Switch is a hybrid. So would we consider them even relevant to the console wars, or would we just say that they're a handheld?
They're still in the console wars. They're kind of like on the side doing their own thing. But Nintendo got their game plan and it works because they know that you have to buy Nintendo if you want to play their Nintendo exclusives. They understand the mission.
So Nintendo is literally just the Nintendo exclusive club.
Yeah. Xbox gave up on exclusives.
Yeah. And so Sony is, but the thing about it is can we even say there's a console war then? Because with us, I've been knowing for like at least 3 or 4 years.
Sony kind of half gave up because what Sony does now is it's exclusive on PlayStation, but a year later it comes on PC because they're like, we need to make more money.
But it's not giving up because they keep coming out with consoles. So my biggest thing is I knew about the stuff going on with Xbox for the past at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That means they gave up then. So that means Sony always was ahead in the console wars. Because Nintendo is, hey, you joining the Nintendo's Boys and Girls Club.
Nintendo is like probably the farthest ahead technically, but like they have a different audience of like, you know, nostalgia, millennials, and then kids.
I hate to say it, the people in our age group.
It's our group.
Yeah, they just like, I know you're stupid. I got a new Mario
have you
for
seen the new Pokemon? It still look like ass.
Oh yeah, I've made fun of it. I was just like, "Where's Power World when you need it?" Yes, Nintendo, I said it. So,
I mean, thank God they're losing the lawsuit.
Yeah,
so far.
We'll find out more details on
they're
that.
They're not going to give up,
really
but they're losing the lawsuit so far.
I hope they lose more, because to hear that they literally have almost a 100% success rate on BS, the whole you can retroactively do something, and that part is.
They're not the first ones to do capture monsters either. That's why they lost.
And the thing about it is how many different fantasy ways can you technically capture a monster? Yeah, there's a plethora. So that, but anyways,
fuck Nintendo.
Yeah. Fuck Nintendo. Last topic, and this is one that I want to pay homage to. I was talking to you about it, and I was excited to even bring this up. This is the last 2 years, I could say, and next year, so I'll say future 3 years, is really good for fighting games. We eating good. Yeah. But for gaming in general, especially this year, we are really eating good, and it's all thanks to indie titles. Literally. Now, we'll talk about the big one first, which you actually brought up. It's not necessarily an indie game, but you can consider it just a double A. Yeah. Because of the reputation the studio have and their history, like where they came from. Mm-hmm. Which the one, of course, guys, if you know what we're talking about, is Sandfall and Claire Expedition 33. Oh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So 30 or 33 developers all came from a major studio.
I wonder if they did it on purpose. 33 developers and Expedition 33.
That actually would be funny.
that just came to me. Funny. All right, keep going.
But like you said, they kind of did the Studio Bones route with One Punch Man. They have contractors that help them to make the game what it is, but the game you said is considered AA just from a standard, but the quality of it, I would say, is AAA.
I think that what happens
is very feature rich for what it is, with replayability and everything, with a surprising price point of $40. So
was it $40 on launch? I think it might have been $50, wasn't it? It was $40. Damn, it was that low.
Well, I got it for $40.
Okay. I mean, yeah, whatever. It's still. I'd pay $70 if I had to. If they say it was a AAA.
If you would.
I would. $70. It's that good.
Okay, yeah, it is that good. So it pays homage to old school RPGs. It has a really great art style. Every character is relatable, and it almost feels like you're watching like a good drama. Yeah. Really good action, really great battle mechanics. They didn't just make it into a static RPG where it's either you attack and then wait your turn, or making it into an RTS. They made it an active turn-based, which, granted, I was trying to think in my database of games, and I don't really have any RPGs that are active turn-based. I believe they said Final Fantasy VII was that way, but I don't think so. So, but
Final Fantasy VII reminded me of Kingdom Hearts when I watched you play for a little bit. The combat?
The remake?
Yeah, the remake.
Oh. Actually, yeah. Yeah, it is. And
it's fine. That's their style, and it's not bad.
Yeah, so
it's just different.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I actually didn't put the two and two in together. But
it is. They're both SquareSoft, so.
Yeah, just one's cartoony and one's a little bit more detailed. Yeah. But for $40 or $50, whichever one you paid for, it's a fully fleshed out game, incredible story, characters, the best soundtrack as far as I'm concerned of the year.
Revolutionary soundtrack.
And the best thing is that it's a RPG that actually has replayability. And if you don't know what I mean, you technically have two different endings. If you play it a second time, it technically is New Game Plus, it's stronger, or whatever else. But even if you keep your first one, if you're grinding Pictos and Lumina,
There's a lot.
Constantly keep making different builds for every character and make them as busted as you want to do whatever you want.
There are a decent amount of side quests and side bosses as well, like a lot. There's a decent amount of shit.
I think they even said they were updating it to add more.
Yep.
So the game is great. Now, for me personally, because I haven't beat the game, I am on the last boss, but I am farming one particular area, which is the area with Simon, because I'm trying to build up Lumina and Picto for the characters that I play, and my team is Team Waifus.
You're gonna one-shot the boss.
I don't care. That's going to be great then. But my biggest thing is the story. Now, I'm normally art style and battle systems first.
Yep.
But oh my God, I fell in love with the story, especially when they spoke about like the painters and then the writers, and I was just like, okay, I need a prequel of this game, or now I need Sandfall to make a game on the writers.
Yeah. We
got the painters and we see how busted they are. Now I need a game about the writers now. And I'm thinking about this like, wait, the writers. How boring is this game going to be? They can make it an RPG and in a way to where it fits, because if the writers are as broken as the painters, you can't make it to where it's just like, I will type out my words as you sit here.
It's not as epic as painting.
Yeah, but the thing about it is I'm thinking about other games that I've played where it's kind of like maybe they can just write in the sky or in the air, kind of like a mage or whatever else, and like stuff happens, like it'll cause a scene or something like.
Yeah.
I don't know what Sandfall has in store.
They did say that the Clair Obscur is like that's like the main thing. So it would be another Clair Obscur game.
Yeah, and the thing about it is there can't be, because of what happened with Expedition 33 specifically. Yeah. There won't be any other expeditions after that, because it's going to be a
Clair Obscur 2.
Yeah, like a Clair Obscur 2 going into other stuff. But here's the other crazy thing. All of this is in a fake world.
Yeah.
They were able to build such an elusive story, character development, just everything. The emotion behind it in a painting. Yeah. Like, chef's kiss to Sandfall for that. So I want to see the writers. And then after they do that, I want to see a culmination. I want to see this war. I need a prequel and I need a sequel. I need to know what's going on afterwards. I am completely invested. Like, I fell in love with the story.
We'll see. I'm not sure if they're... Because it might be something like, like they say, like, this is a finished product. And they might pull a Final Fantasy on us where they just, like, do something completely unrelated. But, like, I trust whatever they got next.
Then you know what? I am going to be one of those people, just like how we're doing this for YouTube land and all the viewers at home. I will be listening to my Expedition 33 and putting posts in and sending it to Sandfall saying, please make a prequel. I want to know about the writers. I need more. Yeah. Like, the game is just too good. Easily, without a shadow of a doubt, in all categories, Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I'm saying it. Screw VGA and Seth Killian and all these other people that do this whole bought and paid for garbage with their games. That game is just too damn good to not win almost everything. But I digress. I'm getting ahead of myself. Indie games. The next one, Silk Song.
Yep.
It's a sequel.
Yep.
Still an indie title.
It would probably be Game of the Year if Expedition 33 didn't exist this year.
3 developers from what you told me, right?
3 main developers. I'm sure they must have had a bigger team for this game.
Because of them already being established after the first one, I'm sure they had people that can help them out or they can outsource. But I'm sure majority, let's just say 96% of it, is probably done in-house.
Yeah.
With a few like touch-ups here and there for things.
That's why it took 7 years to make.
Yeah, which I can imagine with what they were doing. So the next 3 that I'm going to mention are the heavy hitters of the indie, as far as I'm concerned. The only reason why I'm saying the heavy hitters because these are games that all came out that just exploded and did really well for what they are, and for the most part, one developer that we know of. And I'm just going to name them all three: Schedule One, Megabonk, and Ball X Pit. Now, Ball X Pit is the most recent one that's starting to get a lot of shine, but it's been steamrolling. I want to say it's almost taking the shine from Megabonk, but people have absorbed Megabonk also.
Yep.
And then you have Schedule One, which is literally Dope Boy Simulator. All of these games are lightning in a bottle, and I'm even I really can't say Silk Song. Silk Song's lightning in the bottle was the first one, but with Hollow Knight, but Expedition 33 was lightning in the bottle because it's one of those things of you have all these different games of their different genres that have came out, and nobody since then has actually thought of, oh, what if we do this? And it's great to actually see that they're taking a fresh take on certain things. Expedition 33 added active turn-based.
Yep.
Even if it was a thing, as archaic as it is, they brought a fresh take on it. Silk Song, I mean, let's be totally honest. I think that's FOMO, honestly, to the max.
They perfected the Metroidvania genre.
Because I seen how many times he was jumping on characters, dodging and everything else, and I was just like, poor fingers.
Yeah, the movement that they perfected the movement in Silk Song. It feels so good.
Yeah. Now, Megabonk, Vampire Survivor 3D. I'm surprised the people that made Vampire Survivor didn't actually think to do that.
Yeah.
But Vampire Survivor has more of, I want to say almost like a casino-esque feel to it, to where they kind of don't need to, but the game was lightning in a bottle, and then they just stopped doing things. They have a lot of features and collabs. Haven't heard nothing since then, and I just seen a new one that I don't know if it's a new one original story or if it's a collab that's coming out, but Vampire Survivor is finally putting something out. They probably was sitting on it for a while to see what other people was coming up with. But Megabonk,
I mean, they're not the first ones to do 3D Vampire Survivor, but like...
they're not. Like, the one that I showed you, the prologue of Ruin Dog, actually, it's prettier. The movement is great, but unfortunately, developers have issues when it comes down with Steam, and they're trying to get whatever back, but...
Megabonk just had the sauce or something.
And the funny thing is the game is cheesy, but in such a good way.
Yeah. They listen to their fans. Like the fans gave them feedback, and they listened to it and implemented it in the game, and like it just blew up.
And the funny thing is, the game is feature rich, mainly because of achievements. They've made it to where leaderboard and achievements is helping to drive that game hard. Unlockable characters, unlockable weapons, unlockable items, unlockable tomes. It's not hard to get silver. You can build up like banishes, skips, and rerolls and everything else. Now, I'm kind of weary of the whole you only get 4 of each one. I understand Vampire Survivor did it like that, but I guess I got good enough at the game to where it goes beyond 5 on the attacks and even sometimes on the passives.
The tombs and attacks.
Yeah, so that's one thing I think that if the developer ever does an update on, that they can actually like to further increase it, but based off what they already have in the game and watching the leaderboards, watching people that play and do some of these ridiculous builds, the game is crazy. And the amount of survivor likes that I play, I'm having difficulty with it, which I am loving, like 100%.
The challenges are like they get crazy.
Some of them I tried. I think the only one I did that was easy for me was like making me tiny. But the speed run stuff, the alternate controls screw me up every time. I was just like, I can't do this. So, but I was able to do 2 challenges, and I was able to get Mick Zoom or whatever his name is. So
I'm still working on that.
Oh yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Schedule 1, Dope Boy Simulator. The game was lightning in the bottle also.
Yep.
Multiple people was actually playing it. You do a lot of fantasy cush in that game, but it's also like a simulator. It gives people a lot of enjoyment playing that game. And in a way, it's also a teaching simulator. Might not be in the best way, but at least some people can learn how to do math and measurements.
A little business. And
a little business. Entrepreneur simulator. We'll do it in a positive route with that. And then the last one, which is the most recent one that's actually getting a lot of acclaim right now, Ball X Pit, which is part Civilization or Sim Simulator, part, I want to say, Survivor-like, part pinball-ish.
I mean, part mobile game you see the ad on YouTube for it all the time.
Yeah.
But it's done right.
Yeah, so Shanks to see me playing it earlier. I am having a blast playing this game because what I've been playing recently has just been Destiny 2 because I'm a lifer with that game. Yeah. But Ball X Pit is so enjoyable and there's so much to do. Combinations are ridiculous. I'm still just trying to figure out combinations, and then they make it to where the Civilization Simulator part of it actually affects your character as far as unlocking them or building stats or boosting stats. You have to build up resources. Lightning in a bottle. You literally combine two of them together. Yeah. Like that nobody else has thought of just yet, or it's poorly implemented in other things that people have just ignored. But they found a way to make it great. And here's the probably the best part of this whole indie thing. The most expensive one out of all of them is Clair Obscur. Rightfully so. The game is worth $60. The game is worth $60. Yeah. But rightfully so. It comes in at $40. The next runner-up, Absalom. No, I mean Silksong.
Silksong, yeah, $20.
Yeah, $20.
Oh, you didn't even mention Absalom. Absalom's a new game that just came out.
I haven't seen really, like the one person that we watched, yeah, but I haven't really seen streamers or the community actually calling that one out like big.
It hasn't blown up, but it's still overwhelmingly positive on Steam.
Yeah. Well, I didn't buy that game. So how much is that game?
How much was that game? I forgot. It was like $15 or something. It was not expensive. That's all.
Here's the thing that I think that might take Absalom. Great game as far as an indie game. It could be considered an honorable mention. I think what takes that game out is that the build diversity is great and you have multiple characters, but it's only a 2-player multiplayer or co-op. When you have games that are similar to it, Streets of Rage 4, TMNT, where it's like 4 to 6.
I think when
it's only 2, that's kind of
I think they did it on purpose. They didn't want too much clutter on the screen. Like, imagine you have 4...
Oh, yeah, because I died way too many times not being able to find out where I was.
I think it's understandable, because, like, if you have 2 people doing summoning builds, like, the screen's going to be full of bullshit.
Yeah, they do have an issue where it's kind of like... the only part that I seen that was interesting is that, like, it's your game that we were playing on. Yeah. But I think they should take the Diablo route and make it to where when items drop, there's a player 1 and a player 2. In some aspects it was there, in other aspects it wasn't. So, because, like, at one point, because you're so used to the game, I'm over here like, I need money. You're running, like, past because you're so used to it. I just see you going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I was just like, I need money. like early on, not like the end game when you need to do the revival or whatever else. But
yeah, I think like the shared shops is kind of weird because like you'd buy something and like, by the time we got to the end of the game, I had like money left over. There's nothing for me to buy because we have shared shops.
Yeah. So if anything, the one thing that they can do to help with the multiplayer aspect of it is, in all aspects, money is like divvied or separated. Because money is kind of like low already in the game. So if you play like a level or a stage or whatever else, like that little area, and you're doing all these fanciful combos and everything else. You're trying to do whatever perks or whatever you got in items. Okay, if I'm doing my same thing, once that level is over with, whatever items drop, you get your portion, I get my portion.
Yeah.
Like almost like a ranking system like Devil May Cry does. Like if you're doing S and double S combos and I'm doing B, C, D tier combos, okay, let me get my little 50 gold, but at least I got my 50 gold. Like if you hit an item, it should be a player 1 and a player 2 that pops up, not just, oh look, there's money.
Yeah.
You know, but if the developer ever sees this, and hopefully they do, you know, they can implement something like that.
Just give us communism.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I get it. But Ball X Pit I bought yesterday and been playing it ever since. That game was $13.49. Now, will anybody beat the king of Vampire Survivor? No. $2.99. No, I actually got it for $1.99. And every DLC after that was either like $1.99 or $2.99.
That price is ridiculous.
Yeah, that game will forever be the GOAT of indie with a great price point, and it never goes that high. In fact, Ball X Pit is actually $15.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it was coupled in with Vampire Survivor, and I got it for $13.49. So I just bought it that way.
I mean, no one's gonna go. I think Vampire Survivor did something crazy.
And it just worked.
Yeah.
But Vampire Survivor is also on every platform. It started on PC and now it's on every platform.
I mean, that's the benefit of being such a small developer. Like having, I think it was just one dude, so he could afford to sell it for $2. If a million people buy it for $2, you just made $2 million.
Exactly.
Well, and Steam takes their cut, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, shout outs to 2026 and the indie developers.
I think that's like the future, honestly. Like AAA has been struggling,
but I noticed that trend in almost every form of media. It's literally the big wigs are getting too greedy, too full of themselves.
They're out of touch.
And these indie developers are just coming in and they're just
taking their lunch money.
Steamrolling it.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? Rightfully so. I mean, I still am trying to figure out if I can get my fighting game off the ground, but I've been looking into like different software and development because I would love to make my own game, but I am now torn between, do I want to make a roguelike / survivor-like, which is the ones that I play all the time, or do I invest more time and effort into making the fighting game because I put years of R&D of my own into trying to implement and make that. I will need help for that one. I don't think I would need so much help in the survivor-like / roguelike. So, yeah, we'll see though. We'll see though. But actually, guys, that was all that we had for today. Hopefully you actually enjoyed it. Always leave a comment. We will always try to look, and if anything, we'll talk about it on the next podcast, and especially we're going to reply to you.